Freak shows were a popular form of entertainment in the 19th and early 20th centuries. These shows featured people with physical differences, disabilities, or unusual traits. They were part of traveling circuses or separate sideshow attractions. The performers were often called freaks of nature, and people paid to see them. The shows became especially popular in the 1800s. With industrialization and better transportation, traveling shows could visit cities and towns, attracting large crowds eager to see these unusual displays. One of the most famous people associated with freak shows was P.T. Barnum. He helped turn people with physical differences into household names. Barnum created the American Museum in New York City, where he displayed performers like Charles Stratton, known as General Tom Thumb, and the human skeleton, a man who had a medical condition that made him appear extremely thin and skeletal. Barnum used clever marketing to make these performers famous. However, they were also exploited and objectified. People with conditions like dwarfism, gigantism, and facial deformities were put on display for public entertainment. Famous examples included Joseph Merrick, known as the Elephant Man, and the Hilton sisters, conjoined twins. Some performers earned money, but many lived in harsh conditions and were isolated from society. The marketing of these shows was sensational. Advertisements used words like monster and miracle to attract people. The performers were presented as living curiosities. They were treated as spectacles for people to stare at, often making them feel dehumanized. By the early 20th century, the rise of cinema and changing attitudes toward disability and dignity caused the decline of freak shows. As public awareness about civil rights and disability rights grew, people began to see these shows as exploitative and disrespectful. Many freak shows closed by the mid-1900s. Though freak shows no longer exist in the same form, their legacy impacts modern entertainment. Today, people with unique traits are often portrayed with more respect and human dignity. The word freak has even been reclaimed by some as a term of empowerment. The history of freak shows serves as a reminder of how society treated people with differences. It encourages us to reflect on the need for greater understanding, inclusion, and respect for all people, no matter their appearance or abilities. Take a minute to share your own stories and experiences with freak shows. Also, keep an eye out for future episodes where I will talk about individual performers and their stories.